So I have decided that I am going to do a fun fact about me for every single video until I feel like y'all know more about your girl, because I know I get questions all the time. Girl, can you do a Q&A? And honestly, I've done Q&As before, but a lot of them are from years ago, and I just feel like I have evolved over time. Like, I've become a different woman over time. I mean, I started my channel when I was 21 years old, and now I am 30. Yes, I'm old, okay? We're not gonna get into that. So much has changed within that time. I mean, from 21, just becoming an adult, to 30, it's just so much. Today's fun fact: I wore braces for 4 years. I wore them for 3 years. I first got braces in did I get it in 8th or 9th grade? I believe I got it in 9th grade, and I got them taken off before my senior year in high school. And I actually had to get them put back on within a few weeks because my front 2 teeth right here literally were pushing apart. So I had a gap again, and I was so upset. So they ended up having to put a permanent metal piece behind my front 2 teeth. And I also had to get gum surgery because I had a little flap that went from my lip all the way down to my gum, and it was pushing those teeth apart, and they added the metal piece just to keep everything from like moving back apart. Now, I do have a gap again. I was supposed to wear my retainers at night, but you know how that goes. So I actually have been putting my retainers back in, and surprisingly they still fit, but they hurt like a bee because my teeth has shifted. If you've had braces before, traditional braces, then you know how it feels when you first get them put on and they tighten them. It feels like all of your teeth are loose, like for the first couple of days. It's crazy. Anyways, I don't want these fun facts to be too long, but I do want you guys to get to know me like at the beginning of all my videos. I thought this would be different. I haven't seen anyone do it before, but I bet somebody probably has, because I mean, there's nothing new under the sun. I thought it would be really different. If you don't want to know about me, then you can just skip this part. But if you do and you want to know the girl that you've been watching for years now, then you can get to know me a little bit better in every single one of my videos. Now that we got that fun fact out of the way, today let's get into this video. Hey dolls and gents, I am back with a new makeup tutorial for you guys. I'm so excited to show you this look. I wanted to do a talk through makeup tutorial, but I really kind of wanted to listen to some music, so your girl is doing a voiceover instead. I hope that you don't mind. I wasn't gonna film this look because I have done a look like this before, but I did use like different products, so I hope that y'all enjoy this tutorial. Y'all have been asking me so many times to do this orangey tangerine look. I am also rocking my current fave lip combination. I have been wearing this lip for the past like 3 or 4 times that I've done my makeup. It's like a really nice, oh my goodness, can I film? My dogs. Anyways, this has been my go-to natural look. So I did use 2 lip glosses to achieve this lip. Also, if you have the Morphe 3502 palette, go ahead and pull that out. I have been using this palette so many times as of late, and my black eyeshadow broke. Like specifically, this row right here are my most used colors from this palette. They are bomb. I used 3 eyeshadows to achieve this look. So if you're not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It's free. Also, be sure to hit that bell so you're notified as soon as I post a new video. Be sure to give your girl a big thumbs up because I have been posting more consistently for you guys as of late. So let's get into this makeup tutorial, shall we? So let's first start off with the brows. I'm going in with my L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara, and I'm brushing this all the way through my natural brow hairs. I don't have very many brow hairs, but this helps to make them dark and more noticeable. Next, I'm going in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Ebony, and I'm applying this to the outer 3/4 of the eyebrow. I love this stuff because it's waterproof, and I don't have to worry about my brows rubbing off midday because
That's the worst. I already don't have a tail as is, so I need that product to stay. Next, I'm going in with my Anastasia Brow Wiz in the shade Chocolate. And this is lighter than the Ebony shade, and I'm applying this to the inner 1/4 of the brow. This is going to give it a more natural gradient effect, which I have been loving lately. This is like my new brow routine, and I've been doing it for a few months now, and I'm obsessed with it. You can let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Now I'm going in with the ColourPop brow pencil in the shade Jet Set Black, and I'm just deepening that tail because I already know I don't have any natural hairs there, so I just like to make sure that that area is nice and dark. Now we're going to clean up underneath the brows with concealer. This is from my Sephora Correct and Conceal palette, and I'm just using the shade that I pointed to, and I'm going underneath my brow, and then I'm pulling it down, and then I'll blend it out with my finger. Next, we're going to take a darker concealer, one that's closer to my skin tone, and we're going to apply this all over the eyelids. I do have discoloration there, so I like to use this as an eyeshadow base as well as getting rid of any discoloration. And I like to blend this out with my beauty blender. It just gives it a nice flawless finish because you do not want that concealer to crease up on you, okay? So be sure to blend it out really good. Make sure there's no creasing, and then set it with a setting powder. I'm using my JCat Beauty Banana Powder. It's just a yellow tone powder, and I'm applying a thin layer to my eyelids to make sure that I have a nice base for eyeshadows. Now it's time to highlight underneath our brows. I'm using my MAC Extra Dimension Skin Finish in the shade Beaming Blush. I love this for a brow bone highlight. It's just like the perfect shade. It's not too shimmery, but it definitely gives your brows that pop, and it makes it look like they were freshly waxed. I love it. Now it's time to get into this eyeshadow. I'm first going into my Morphe 3502 palette, and I'm applying this medium tangerine color all in my crease with the MAC 224 brush, and I'm applying it all the way up into the brow bone because I want to blend it with the highlight shade that we applied there. So do not be afraid to bring this color up as far as you need to because we're going to be applying another color later. So this is like our transition color. Next, I'm going in with this burnt orange color from the same palette, and I'm applying this in my crease as well. This is just a deeper version of the last shade that we used, and it's going to give us that nice blown out orange eyeshadow look that I have been living for lately. This is perfect for summertime. Like, this just looks so festive and summery. I love it. So we're going to do a slight cut crease with the concealer. So I'm using the same concealer that I used underneath my brow bone to help clean up my brows earlier. And we're applying this just a little bit above the lid. So if you have large lids like me, make sure you bring it above the crease. And if your lid space isn't as much as mine, well, not your lid space, but the space in between basically your eye, lid, and your brow, if you have a lot of space there, make sure that you bring it up far. But if you don't, just keep it where your natural eyelid ends. Next, we're taking that shimmery orange shade from the Morphe 3502 palette, and we're applying this all over the concealer. You want to pat this on and do not bring it above where you place the concealer. That concealer is your guide for where to place the eyeshadow, and it's going to give you a nice cut crease look. It's going to look like you put in mad work, even though we kind of cheated with the concealer. I love this trick. If you have issues doing like cut crease or you have hooded eyes, definitely try this trick out and let me know if it works for you. So we're doing wing liner, of course. When do I not do wing liner? I mean, sometimes I don't, but majority of the time I do. I am using the Tarte Man Eater liquid eyeliner, and I love this liner. It's very easy to do a wing eyeliner with it. It's not a felt tip, it's actually a brush, and it just makes applying your wing eyeliner really good, and you're able to get a really crisp, like thin line at the edge, which I love. Now we are applying false lashes. Of course, I am using my Lady Lashes Diva. These lashes are really pretty. They're longer in the center than the outer ends, and it just makes your eyes look more open and awake, and I love it. Next, we're using that same L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara, and I'm using it on my natural lashes to blend them with the false lashes seamlessly. As you saw, I did have some orange on my natural lashes from where I applied the lid color. So this just helps to get rid of that. Now it is time to move on to the face. We are priming first with the Smashbox Primer Water. It's a holy grail product for me. And next we are using the Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer, and this literally like smooths and erases your pores. Like, it's insane. You will see your pores like just, I don't know where they go, but it just smooths them over. So when you apply your foundation, everything just goes on like just flawlessly. So I am using the MAC Pro Longer Waterproof Foundation in the shade NC50. I need to go higher because clearly I have been in the sun as of late because this shade is not working for me right now, but we're gonna act like it's the right shade, okay? I need to be using probably like NW45 or 47-ish, probably a mixture of the two. I normally go NW for like spring and summertime, especially like after I vacation. But I am applying this with, I don't know what brush that is actually. I think it's a Morphe brush. I will link it down below for you guys. We are doing highlighting concealer. Of course, I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade, I think this is either deep or dark. I'll link it down below for you guys. But I'm applying this underneath my eyes. I'm going to apply it to my Cupid's bow, my chin, the middle of my nose, and also my forehead. I just love highlighting. Highlighting and contouring will never get old for me. Like, it's a must for me. Like, if I'm going to wear makeup, I'm going all out. I'm either barefaced or I'm wearing hella makeup. That's just me. I swear, every time I watch myself doing this process, I look like I'm tired. Like, it takes forever to blend, but you know what? You need to take your time blending, going back and forth between the Beauty Blender. And yes, I do use the Beauty Blender wet. It helps it blend a lot better. And the foundation brush till I get that flawless blended look. So we are going to set those areas with the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural in the shade Dark. So we're gonna set underneath the eyes, above the Cupid's bow, the chin, the middle of the nose, and the forehead. Basically, everywhere we highlight it is where we are going to set with this powder. And this powder has like a semi-matte finish. Like, it has a little bit of shimmer in it, which I love because it gives you a glow. All right, we're gonna set our full foundation, our full face basically, with the Lancome Finish Powder in the shade 540 Suede W. And I do go a little bit higher with the powder because I find that the shade is like a little bit off from the actual foundation because I do use 520 in their foundation. Next, we are going to add a little bit of color back to our skin with the Bobbi Brown Bronzing Powder in the shade Deep 4. Love this stuff. One of my holy grail products. Again, I never get sick of this bronzer. I always go back to it. All right, drum roll, please. I am sharing my new favorite lip combination. So first I'm applying MAC Bittersweet Me. I bet you thought it was Spite. No, baby, it's Bittersweet Me. And then I am applying the Revlon Supernatural Lip Gloss on top. These two combined just give you that nice, juicy, nudie, pinkish pout. Like, tell me it's not giving you that. Woo! Are you still with me? Please keep with me. We're almost at the finish line. Next, we are going to bake underneath the eyes with the J-Cat Banana Powder. I have to do this, otherwise my under eyes crease so bad, it's ridiculous. And then we are going to brush it off with the same powder brush that we use for the powder foundation. Next, we are going to blow out the under eye area with the same colors that we applied in the crease. So we're first going in with that matte orange shade and applying it with a super skinny e.l.f. brush. Then we are blowing it out closer to the lash line with that burnt orange shade, and it's just giving that nice like orangey blown out look on the lower lash line. I love this, especially because it kind of hides any fine lines that you have under your eyes if you really blow it out and bring it down. So that's what I do. Now we are applying, actually I applied eyeliner, but I'm not sure what happened to that clip. I'm sorry about that. I did apply a black eyeliner in the waterline. Then I went in with mascara on my lower lashes. And we are highlighting our face with the same highlighter that we use underneath the brow bone. That's the MAC Beaming Blush Mineralized Skin Finish. And now for the final step, we are about to bathe in that MAC Charge water. So I hope that y'all enjoyed this voiceover. I'm like super hyped right now. I don't drink coffee, but I'm wired. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this.
Thank y'all so much for watching this video. I really enjoyed filming this look for you guys today. I've actually had this makeup on my face for 6 hours now and it still looks really, really nice. So I recommend this face for like all day, not necessarily in the sun because let's be honest, I have a cake face right now. So definitely probably not summer appropriate, but summer nights, if you're not in a super hot and humid climate, you'll be a-okay. If you want to see more makeup tutorials, definitely don't forget to give your girl a big thumbs up, and I will catch you all in my next video. Bye. By the way, if you have not already watched my last video, be sure to click the box right here. You cannot leave without checking out my last video. Like, come on, support your girl and click the box.